Hello and welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. My name is Brendan. Tonight I am joined by
Hello, it's
unfor-
me,
unfortunately
Scott.
it's Scott, as I realize I haven't put my headphones on. Give me a second.
Hello.
Anything.
Well, off to a good start, everybody.
Really, we're off to a better start than we typically are, if you think about it.
I mean, last week we didn't even start the stream.
I don't know. It sure looked like there was a stream last week, Scott. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we did start the stream eventually, but
I think we started it perfectly.
no, we started it a full introduction before we actually started it.
Poop. I am forgetting something. We're so good at this, guys.
But what'd you forget?
My brush water.
Oh yeah, that's probably important.
It is. It can wait a second. I got stuff I need to do first. But yeah. Hello and welcome everyone. Hello, Tristan. Nice to see you as always. Yes, welcome to the hobby stream for this first week of February 2026.
Because apparently, it's already February.
Don't worry, Scott.
Don't know how that happened.
Hey, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, some change, we will hit our official first year on YouTube.
That's weird to think about.
Yep. Or at least our first year.
You know what?
Streaming on YouTube.
If you guys are enjoying this first year, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leica! Come on, ma'am.
Like a what?
Leica dropped her,
Oh.
dropped her chew toy in my box of Kroot.
That's kind of rude.
A little rude. But yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your continued support is what keeps us going.
Believe you me, sometimes it's hard to keep going.
Probably more of a therapy thing than a like and subscribe thing, Brendan.
No, that is my therapy.
Oh no.
We discussed this. When number go up, brain is happy. When number go down, brain is sad. But it's okay, because number can only go up forever.
What are you, fucking CNBC? Not CNBC. Whatever. One of the business channels with the stock ticker.
That's like most channels. But no, I am an AI.
Sure if I went to Comedy Central, they would not have a stock ticker on there.
Most news channels, thank you very much, Scott.
Whatever, like one of the business news channels.
I feel like most channels just have a business segment. I mean, like there's Fox Business, but that's the only one that I know that is like.
No, there's also like.
I guess MSNBC has one, don't they?
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure I've seen stuff from it.
Oh no, CNBC. I was right. CNBC is another one.
CNBC.
Which is just like continuous stock ticker, which is literally just Cocomelon, but for people that like stocks.
That ain't fair. But no, I am like the CEO of an AI company because it will never crash. There's no such thing as a bubble. What's that?
You wanna something you want to vent about over there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I found a YouTube channel that explains various economic concepts using like monkeys, and it's deeply hilarious. And I love it.
Oh, is it the one with the bananas
Yes.
describing
where bananas are like money? Yeah, it's like where bananas are money.
That was a good one. I did see that.
He put out another one this morning, kind of going into the actual like, because the other one more or less described like what a bubble is. This one was a bit more specific on it, but yeah, I like that one. Oh, Tristan's working on his Death Guard.
Oh, I didn't know you actually picked those up. Nice.
I think he was talking with Jeff about it a little bit. I know that him and Jeff are kindred spirits with Death Guard and GSC. It's only a matter of time till Tristan starts whatchamacallit? Iron Hands.
I mean, they have such a compelling story with interesting characters like Iron Hand.
Oh, a lot of stuff going on tonight. Tristan did say he's making a Terminator, so it sounds like it's a Death Scythe. I think that's the name. I'm assuming that's the name of the one with the sides. I could be incorrect,
You would hope, but also
but also
the
GW.
Sunforged for Tau is not the one with the flamer, so maybe
I
the names
mean,
don't always make sense.
isn't it at least the Melta?
No,
Oh, that that
it's
would.
the long-ranged one with plasma. I guess maybe the plasma is what they were going with, but
I guess that they're supposed to be like basically the power of the sun, so I guess that makes a certain amount of sense.
the power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Oh god, it's hot! It's hot! Oh god, it's hot!
Oh god, Doc Ock was Doc Ock had the Ock part for a reason.
I don't think you can still be that close to a miniature sun, even
I
if you
don't
do
think
have.
that they cared. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if physics was their top priority.
What is it? It's a Deep Impact, where one of the people asked Michael Bay. He's like, "Hey, why are we doing this? Why wouldn't they just train astronauts?" And he told him to shut up.
That's where they trained deep sea oil riggers or whatever to be astronauts.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate that it is a very particular skill. I can also appreciate that they did put in time constraints. So they may not have actually been able to that like they did make the effort to be like, okay, we don't have time to train these people. But why would you then still have time to train the deep sea miners to be astronauts?
Because you know what's also a fairly complicated and niche career field? Astronauts.
I don't know. Seems pretty easy. Those miners
Oh,
did
my,
it.
my bad. Well, okay. No, you're onto something. You're onto something. We here at Neuro-Heretical Wargaming support the cross-training of miners and astronauts.
It's just so funny because the simplest solution would just be like, yeah, the astronauts are going to handle most of the space stuff, and then we can train the miners to just handle the mining stuff. But then
That's
they were
what we
like,
would call a mission specialist.
yes, a subject matter expert, if you will.
The SME.
And then they didn't. They just said, what if instead we just train the miners to do it? Because that's how NASA operates.
NASA over here being like, am I a joke to you?
Speaking of which, how about that Artemis 2 launch?
Damn umbilical. So from what I read, okay, so for background, Artemis is the next like moon rocket that's going to be certified to bring humans to like the moon and further.
Well, moonshot
Uh,
mission.
well, this mission is going to be a moonshot mission where it's going to be just they fly around the moon.
Is that not technically a
Um,
moonshot? Anyway,
sorry, what?
I don't know if that technically can. I don't know if you had to land or not for technically be a moonshot mission. I thought moonshot just meant going to the moon.
No, you're right. I believe it would be considered a moonshot mission, but I just wanted to explain what that meant.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Just doing a little science outreach over here. But they are doing what is called a wet dress rehearsal, where they pretty much just go through all their procedures. They tank up the rocket, make sure like they have all the procedures and everyone's trained up on how you refuel the rocket, how you defuel the rocket. And they'll usually do like some off nominal stuff too. Is like, okay, well, if this happens, here's how we respond. But it's also meant for fighting any kind of like leaks or something. And the wet dress rehearsal found, you guessed it, a leak.
There's a leak in the boat.
Actually, no, it was a leak in an umbilical.
Ah! Sorry. I was just trying to make a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball joke, but it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No fun allowed. This is a no fun allowed channel, Brendan. This is very serious business. This is space.
Okay, NASA.
I'm actually volunteering at an Air and Space Museum in Denver on the 16th to talk about Artemis.
Oh. That's neat.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Can I go and harass you?
If you want to, it's going to be doing regular business hours, so you have to take off, but
No. I want to show up and ask really dumb questions.
it's at Wings Over the Rockies, and they have a full-scale X-Wing there, so that'll be neat.
And if you too would like to meet Scott, now you know how.
But I will say, if you also like X-Wings, you probably like Star Wars. And if you like Star Wars, you should check out our Legion stream from last Sunday or Saturday.
Please, someone needs to watch it.
It has some decent viewership.
It's got around 100. Not
Not
great, not terrible.
But no, it was fun. I had fun. Star Wars Legion is a fun game.
It looked fun.
It has a lot of inspiration from Bolt Action for like the random activation system and the suppression and whatnot.
Yeah, you can
while
see that.
still being like its own thing, which is nice.
I still don't
Though I don't.
think I want like alternating activations in 40k necessarily, but I do like them as a system.
Oh yeah. So I feel like the argument for alternating activations in 40k was a lot more compelling before stratagems were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because before then, it's just, all right, I'm going to sit on my hands and just get beat up for the next 30 to 40 minutes. I'm going to go buy lunch. You have fun. Let me know what I need to roll.
All right.
But now that there's, they have, well, A, it's just a quicker game in general because the rule set's a lot tighter. And B, because stratagems give you stuff that you can do during your opponent's turn, you're not just sitting there doing nothing for however long your opponent takes to go.
I'll be right back. Scott, entertain the masses. I need to get my water thing.
So how about trenches, everybody? You know what we need? We need trenches.
Oh God.
Rain.
Not again. Why, Scott? Why?
Told me to entertain. All I'm saying, chat, is if you want me to entertain, you have to understand what you're getting. You're getting possibly trench foot. But that also reminds me, due to the synapses in my brain of trenches to World War I, the invention of the tank.
I area. Sorry.
I don't know if you guys play Helldivers, but
There
there's now a
I didn't
tank
mean to.
in Helldivers.
All right.
Super excited to try it.
All right. Is Scott bored you guys with trenches yet?
No, I started talking about the new tank in Helldivers.
Tonk. When in
That's gonna
doubt.
be funny as hell. I'm very excited to try it out.
I love how Helldivers is just talk about mission creep. Scott said Tristan said, Scott, it is a testament to the fact I love this channel that I'm not playing Helldivers right now.
Hell yeah, buddy. Don't worry. Depending on how I'm feeling after this, we can play Helldivers after.
All right. Why is that bunching up? You were soaking wet 10 minutes ago. Don't take that. Don't clip that.
Clip that, chat. Clip that. Clip
Don't,
that.
don't clip that.
But yeah, how about trenches, Brendan, though?
Scott, have you ever actually dug a trench?
Not for the purpose of a defensive position, no.
Because I have, Scott. I have.
So you should be an expert. All right, Brendan, I'm going to give you the hot wire cutters. Get to work.
Familiar with the term Ranger Grave?
Yes, from you.
Oh, I guess that's fair. How dare you use my words against me? How dare you?
Well, you know. It's
You
part
know,
of my sassy charm.
your Scranton charm.
Grantonian sassiness.
You and Corn Pop? We'll get in that. We'll dig into that later.
I don't know if I want to. I'm scared now.
No, you'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it.
I'm scared.
Pick me up. I'm scared. I did not know for the longest time that was from Mean Girls. I thought it was from something else.
Speaking of classics,
Absolute classics of the genre.
I saw because they had a Mean Girls musical apparently, and then they had a movie version of the musical that came out a couple years back.
Yes.
It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think
It was a lot of
I
fun.
want to say my wife watched that at one point, but I can't remember. It's been a minute. I know we watched. I'd never seen the actual thing, and we watched that. And that was like a little
See the
before.
musical before the actual thing?
No. I'm saying I hadn't seen the actual thing, so we watched the actual thing, and then like shortly thereafter, the musical I think came out in theaters.
Okay.
I assure you, I watched the actual thing before the musical.
Listen. Okay, hold on. Listen, I dug a ditch between my dad's workshop and our house about 40 feet long, 2 feet deep in the blazing sun with no shirt, turned redder than Brendan's theoretical voting.
I need to paint that.
Yeah, when Tristan's firing shots.
They're on the list. Just
I mean,
pretty low
can't-
on the list.
I mean, I get that. I get that.
I mean, like, I have put paint on. They are primed, and there is paint on most of them. I think. I need to do the heads, though.
Maybe.
I think that was my original excuse for stopping. This is like, oh, I need to do the heads, and then I didn't. Because I bought the heads. I have a whole bunch of Ushankas. Which, if the guy that commented on the Ushanka in our video is here tonight, do I have good news for you?
Oh, buddy, we got news for you.
I got Ushankas for days.
Yeah, Perky, what all do you have for Star Wars Legion? Because I remember you were pretty active in the chat that day too.
Was he active in the chat because he had things to say about Legion, or was he active in the chat to spite me with his puns?
I mean, it's bold of you to imply that it only has to be one. The multitude of people, Brendan. People are multitudes.
The multitude that is Perkysaurus.
So what are you? I don't know if we actually said yet, but what are you working on?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm painting up the techmarine that you all helped me build last week. So right now, oh no. We has kind of base armor layer contrasting with Black Legion. And now I'm kind of working on the base layers of the red kind of robe I've got him in. That'll be his tech marine, or it's kind of like a tech priest robe. Which I'm a little bummed actually, because I couldn't find the original like picture that inspired this build. So I was gonna double check that, remember exactly what I wanted to do. Couldn't find it, was bummed, big sad, it happens. But then So I put it together. So I remembered most of what I wanted to do with the conversion, right?
Right.
But I forgot I was going to do a hooded helmet on him.
Oh no. Oh.
And now we are pretty far to go back and put a hooded helmet on him. So.
Guess you'll just have to make another one. Oh
No. When am I going to get another Blade Guard Ancient?
Internet?
Actually, I bet it sells relatively cheap online, actually. Just because the everybody's buying that kit for it. 'Cause you can only buy it. You can only get the Blade Guard Ancient. And the, I think it's Heroes of the Chapter
Oh
kit.
god, that is so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, Blade Guard Ancient's bad, so no one cares about him. But it's also the only place you can get the Judiciary, which everyone wants. Because you get,
Do you
like,
want more than one?
Judiciary?
Yeah.
I think I've seen some lists with 2. There's an argument for running 2. I mean, it gives you fight first.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that's something you can, if you're running a melee army, you can absolutely justify having 2 pretty easily, I would say. I mean, I technically have 2, but I'm fully decided if I'm keeping the other one or not, or if I'm just going to sell it. Because there's a decent chance I can sell it for enough that the box, because I really wanted the box for, in part, this body. Another part was just because the box was cheap. And it was like, you get 3 Blade Guard, 3 Eradicators, Judiciary, Chaplain, Blade Guard Ancient. I think at least one more thing that I'm forgetting. For like $40. Like, if you play Space Marines and you can find this box, you have no reason not to buy it. It is 100% worth it. And potentially, Judiciary's price has gone down because of the box. But once the box goes out of can't be found anymore, out of production, that's what I'm looking for, his price is going to go back up. And he was like $70 beforehand. So there's a decent chance not only will he make the money back that I spent on the box, I might actually make money on it. So that's why I'm kind of debating on what I want to do with it. Though at this point, if I wait too much longer, it might not be good in next edition. I guess we'll see. It's been good 2 editions in a row.
Yeah, which is a pretty good run.
Yeah. So
It hasn't been busted.
Yeah, it's been a strong ability, but it's not so strong that you're like, oh my god, why would I take this? I think last edition it gave you fights last, so effectively it had the same ability it does now. So I would actually be willing to bet
Just
it probably does about.
confusing.
What'd you say?
Just less confusing.
A little bit, yeah. So I kind of expect. There's a decent chance he'll still be good in 11th edition, whatever it looks like. Especially if the rumors of it being a like Codex's carryover edition, he'll be good for at least a little while.
Yeah.
Though Space Marines do often get theirs first, so.
Also fair. They are the poster boys of the game.
I mean, it usually takes a few months at least, so. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, the box was a good price. If I end up just keeping him, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I got this cool little kit bash out of it, and I really like this guy. He came out really nice. So figure out.
Do we think that the announcement for the next edition is going to be at Adepticon?
I believe that is the current rumor. So I did look it up. The 10th edition announcement also came in March. So the timing would be right.
Fair.
That'll be a bit awkward for us because we will be on the road during that announcement.
Yeah. You know, we'll live cast from the car as we go insane.
I already told you, I fully plan on recording again behind the scenes lore. Welcome, thanks for showing up. This is one of the benefits you get from showing up here. I am going to vlog that. I am going to get so much footage
Of the
of
back of my head while I'm driving.
the back of Scott's head while he's driving and John sleeping.
Webcam.
It'd be great. Maybe we'll go live and we'll prank John while he's sleeping. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. And how John is feeling. It's the kind of thing you get away with once, maybe twice. And then
Third
they
time,
stop laughing.
right out.
Eventually, your friend stops laughing.
So let's see. Percusaurus says they have rebels, Mandos. They bought from Separatist Army, the Blizzard Fort box on clearance, then 4 power generators from Gale Force 9. I did not know that Gale Force 9 made Legion terrain. Because I know they had the really fun, like Dawn of War inspired 40k terrain, because we have the Space Marine stuff.
Yeah, Force 9 is kind of the company that just keeps on giving.
Yeah, like their stuff isn't the best, but they're consistent.
Yeah. I would agree with
Like
that.
it's not the most like detailed thing, but it's sturdy. It looks pretty good.
She's
You know,
sturdy.
it's
She's
usually a
built
decent price
well.
point.
Did I finish my coffee? No, I didn't. Cheers.
Cheers.
One of these days, I
Not
want to
quite.
have booze, and you guys are going to get to watch that
I'm
on stream.
unfamiliar with that product line.
What?
It's called Galactic Battlegrounds for Gale Force,
Um,
which tracks. I just was not familiar with that product line.
they do always have to play it carefully. Dubious legality. All right.
Did you all see that Uncle Adam made a video about War Games Atlantic? I don't know who Uncle Adam is.
Ditto.
Tristan, you're gonna need to enlighten me with your wisdom.
Share your wisdom, O Panzer of the Lake.
Don't drive a tank into a lake. Oh, that's pretty good wisdom.
Oh, that's pretty sure. Intelligence is knowing that a tank can't survive in a lake. Wisdom is knowing not to drive your tank into the lake. Uncle Adam is the guy from Tabletop Minions. Have I seen that? Do I know what Tabletop Minions is? I think I know what Tabletop Minions is. So he talk about skirmish games a lot. If so, I think I know who he is. If no,
Did he say? Did he
What?
say good thing about our affiliates, War Games Atlantic?
if no, we can stop there. Oh, okay, yeah, it's him. I thought that was him. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I watched him before. He kind of talks about skirmish games a bit too much, so I kind of stopped watching him a little bit. It's because I don't play enough skirmish games for it to be interesting. Ooh, 12 viewers. Hello, chat.
Hi, everybody. What y'all working on? Where's my water? I found it, everybody. We're on the struggle bus today, boys
Yeah.
and girls, because we don't judge.
Are you on the struggle bus or are you driving the struggle bus?
Oh boy. Bold of you to assume I'm in control.
I was not in control of that situation at all.
Oh, good. I'll need to check that out. So I would also just like to be more supportive of other creators. I feel like I don't actually consume that much work, like that much content.
Honestly, as we're like, so some of you may or may not know, we are reaching our 1 year anniversary of streaming on YouTube.
Whee!
Channel's technically a little older than that. However, we didn't actually start streaming till February. With that comes some retrospection, some introspection, if you will, and
Introspection.
yeah, you got it.
Introspection, maybe.
Low combat. Anyway, one thing I've noticed since we started the channel is that I've been like much more willing to stop and watch other like small channels than I used to be. Like
Yeah, I mean, you
genuinely,
gotta be there for each other.
yeah.
Community.
Like generally before I hopped
Oh,
on
there's always
here,
room on the struggle bus, buddy. Don't you worry.
I was watching one
Sorry,
earlier.
I interrupted you.
Before I hopped on here, I was watching was it Swamp Crafts? Swamp Crafts. Never seen him before in my life, but he just kind of apparently he was doing a hobby hangout, and I was like, oh shoot, I'll see what he's doing. What's he's got going on? So I hung out on there for a while, and that was kind of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I know them. Do they have like a? Are they like make terrain with a fairly thick southern drawl?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually. That's when I was talking to you, so I didn't have his YouTube video up, or I didn't have his audio on. Doesn't look like he's done too much. He's a little smaller than we are, but not by much.
Okay.
Looks like he mostly does like mini painting streams. He's done a few long form videos, but not many. His little icon is a Swampert from Pokemon, so that's great. Love that.
Oh.
Any other leather pieces? Leather adjacent. I've got one leather adjacent. Not really leather, but wood. Oh, don't you worry, Perky.
Yeah.
Not Perky. Wanting Fire. The struggle bus is always stopping for new attendees. New riders can always get on the struggle bus. I didn't know the
It's gonna
term.
look like one of those pictures of I'm trying to remember. I think it was trains in India. It's just like a bunch of people just like hanging on to it.
Yeah, I think that's
Just, like,
accurate.
loaded to the gills.
I think it's
Just
India
people. That's
and Bangladesh, kind of the whole subcontinent, probably. Probably Pakistan too. I know exactly what you mean. I think they do that in like Southeast Asia too. Honestly, I feel like I've seen some from like Thailand and stuff. And Stoof. Side note, I hope the stream looks good. Tried a little moodier lighting tonight.
feeling moody.
Oh, a little bit. I'm trying to make the lighting a little more warm and kind of cozy. I'm tempted to get a
Yeah,
green screen so I can have a fireplace in the background.
or we can light a fire in your apartment.
Hmm. Difficult replication is the primary issue.
Well,
Eventually,
maybe.
the insurance company does catch on.
Well, I guess maybe if you're literally streaming it to the internet, it does make it difficult.
Okay, side note, I get like random recommended like news stories from local news channels all the time on Facebook. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because I follow obviously one's local to us, and I also still follow ones from back in Oklahoma. So I think it's just like, oh, this person just likes local news. So I get like stuff from Kansas, Nebraska, New York.
Oh, so like local news, not specifically our local news.
Yeah, lots of local news that's not specifically local to me. Um, so I get a lot of those. I got one today. I didn't see where the actual place was based out of, but there was a dude who was working on a gas pipe, like for his house, with a blowtorch, and had managed to catch the house on fire. When rescuers got inside and got to him, he was unaware that the house was on fire and refused to leave to stop working on whatever he was doing. They had to
Man.
physically remove him.
I knew a guy like that once.
When they asked him about it, I think he said something about being a plumber, which like doesn't answer any questions.
It just
What's
raises several more.
yeah.
No, we had a mechanic that was like that named Jimmy at my first job at working at like a little fun park, but he was the mechanic. So he would just chain smoke next to this big old tank full of gas for the go-karts because they were like gasoline powered go-karts. So he was just like chain smoking next to that. It's like, oh God.
Well,
Also, he's one of those people that his solution to everything is just pour gas on it.
to be fair,
Like there was a
with
fungus that was growing in like one of the little picnic areas. Like, "Oh, I gotta go and pour some gas on it." He also sounds like Boomhauer, but he just handed me a gas tank. He's like, "Go pour some gas on it." Like,
like,
oh, okay.
is that legal? Just do it. Oh.
Let's go do it.
um,
You didn't mess with Jimmy.
what a guy. I mean, to be fair, gasoline actually has, if it is in a container, it's actually really hard to catch fire because it needs a fair amount of oxygen to burn properly. So you can drop. Don't actually do this because you're probably not going to have the mixture right. But if you have like a pretty full 55-gallon drum of like gasoline, you can drop a match in it and it'll be fine. Like it'll smother it before it can get enough oxygen to burn. It's really really weird.
Well, I guess
Um,
that's why we have fuel injection or before that carburetors. So that makes sense.
yeah. I want to say diesel's even more stable, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on like specific fuels. Ooh, Perkysaurus says they joined a local league, so they're playing their middle guard. How are your forearms doing? Are you jacked yet? All right. So next
And
step,
also, I guess
lead belcher.
the real question is, what detachment do you run with all those guardsmen?
Grizzled veterans like everyone else.
That's, I mean, I guess. I didn't see
Actually,
any Ogres though.
fair.
I'm sure there was Ogres in the collection. I just don't remember seeing them.
I mean, to be fair, like Grizzled veterans is the everything detachment. You don't have to run Ogren for it to be good.
Guess
Indirect is
that's
good in
true.
that detachment. I haven't even played that detachment yet. I need to go to the store and just play. I haven't gotten to like sit down and play and not be on stream in a while.
Well, I mean, maybe this Friday. I
Hmm.
just need to. It might be against 120 crew.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, I need to do tournament practice. So sorry, bud.
You don't sound that sorry.
I'm not that sorry. You're right. You're right.
I knew it. I
Got me.
know this man. Oh, also side note, speaking, oop, that's not the right color. I need my Black Legion again. Um,
Oh gosh.
other gas tank story I have in fire.
Now it's big,
Um,
hairy,
I mentioned,
and
I'm
pink.
pretty sure I mentioned on stream before. My dad was a firefighter for 35 years. Like he made battalion chief, pretty high ranking in our local fire department. He knows his stuff backwards and forwards. I watched this man lean over a propane tank that he was actually using with a lighter to burn a Black Widow. My cousin, I have never seen this man run as fast in his life as he did. And the funny part is, didn't even try to save his kids.
Oh,
He was yelling at him from inside the house to come in, didn't grab him. He made it in the house first. He's going to do great if he's on an airplane that has issues, let me tell you. But yeah. I was screwing around with a lighter next to an actively like open and being used propane tank. Which, I mean, shout out to my grandma. Her propane tank wasn't leaking, so it all kind of worked out. But,
kind of
I
buffed, but just shows you how fire can get you.
mean, this is also the same. I love him to death, but the same man that one time I was watching him. We were at a campground. He had lighter fluid, and he was kind of spraying it in to kind of get the fire going a little bit. but then he was getting a little like tricksy with it and was like backing up while doing it and slipped on a rock.
Oh no.
And lighter fluid just like went across the ground. Like it wasn't a big deal. We were, it was on gravel, so it was like a state campground. It's not like there was a lot of dry wood or anything on the ground. So we were just able to kick dirt over it. But it was like, really? Like, was that strictly necessary?
Yeah.
You went fair. You got me there.
Yeah, no, I got you. There.
I
If you can do something, why not do it, but cooler?
mean, I can't say anything. I've done it too. It's fun.
Yeah, see what happens is the match gets extinguished by the force of the explosion.
I mean, it doesn't explode. It's just like a. If you know what you're doing, you can handle fire. It's not that bad. If you don't know what you're doing, however,
Then it could be bad.
then it can be bad. Scott is not incorrect. Real quick, I'm
As
learning how
someone
to.
who has burned my hand from a rogue weenie incident, fire can hurt.
How'd you manage that, Scott? You want,
Okay, well,
you want to talk
see
about
what
that?
the thing was. Also, hello, Dream Big, Build Small. Oh, that's a
Oh,
good, that's a
hello.
fun name. I like that.
Hey, wait a minute. Did I see you in that other stream? Dream big, build small. Have you watched a streamer recently called Swamp Crafts? I feel like I saw you in that stream. That'd be deeply hilarious. Yeah, I'm real quick. I'm building a kit bash techmarine for my Black Templars. Kind of in the early stages, so he's only got a couple colors on him, but he's slowly coming together. Awesome. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. What's everybody else working on, by the way? I know Chris is working on his new
Terminators.
Death Scythe Guard Deaths. Stinkies.
Aha! He was watching it. Yes, I saw you in there. I was watching that too, actually. That's funny.
Well, I was busy distracting him with Fallout 76
Also true.
or something.
I do need to sit down and play that. I might do that like tomorrow or something. Or I'll
I was
play New
having fun.
Vegas, because we're definitely not getting the remaster.
Are we not?
I don't think so. I think a lot of people set themselves up for disappointment.
That's fair. Well, now I guess I can play the expansions without having to redo everything. So that's something. But yes, so I was at, I used to go caving when I was living in the Southeast. And they had this convention every year. It was like a big like caving convention where we're all camping on the side of a mountain. Where everybody's just drinking, and then you go caving during the day, you come back and do more drinking. All right, day one of this though, we were just, gathered around the campfire to sing our campfire song. And we were roasting weenies over an open flame. And, we were using those little big metal sticks. And I had several at that point. More than several. So, in my infinite drunken wisdom, my hand slipped on weenie. Never mind, I'm going to rephrase that. My hand slipped on the grizzle of hot dogs, the grizzle of glizzies, if you will.
I don't like that.
It slipped from my hand. The little wooden handle slipped from my hand, and me and my drunken wisdom caught the metal poker
Mm.
on the metal part. And then I had my hand closed for a couple seconds as the shock set in. And yeah, no, then I had to go to the ER because I had second-degree burns. It was pretty bad burns.
Scott, have you ever seen how they work on like high voltage electrical equipment?
No.
So, fun fact: when you're working on that, you actually have two people, and the other person just stands by, ready to shove you if you like happen to get shocked, because your body will tense up and you will continue to get shocked until
Yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
match like Lizzie.
In every lab that I've worked in, or every like server room that I've worked in, they've had this like shepherd's crook looking situation. So if you're getting shocked by the server racks, you take the shepherd's crook and yeet, you work them off of it.
Essentially, yeah, I think that's what I'm actually kind of thinking of. Like they literally sit there like holding on to like basically like a shepherd's crook or like a plastic rope or something that doesn't conduct electricity, and they can just like pull you as like immediately. It's actually kind of interesting. It's basically like a belay line or like a spotter at the gym, for lack of a better term.
Oh yeah, that's effectively what it is. But yeah, this was my first time playing Fallout 76. I had actually just finished playing New Vegas for this. Yeah, oh gosh, it was a dark day, Tristan. Especially because none of the like first aid tents had anything for burns, which is ironic.
I've only been burned. I've probably been burned. I've been burned a couple times, but the most recent one, the coolest one, was I got burned from my 50 cal shell. I know I've told Scott this story before. I'm pretty sure, but it was when I was in the army, and we were doing.
Oh, it's called a hot stick. Huh. All right, the more you know.
Keep
That
up,
makes sense.
Scott.
Hot wire. Okay.
We were doing qualifications on like our heavy weapon system for our vehicles, and I was doing mine. And when you do that, you keep the hatch open. That way, if there's a jam or you have to reload in the middle of the shoot, you can hop up and immediately do it, right? And I was doing that, and part of the downside to that is you do have shells like fall on you, like those fall on your helmet and bounce off. One managed to find the exact spot so it could slip between my kit, so like my body armor, and my shirt. And so it rested right against the end of my neck. And then like
Ooh.
there was like a brief second where I could feel its presence, but I didn't like process what's happening. And
Something's
obviously,
wrong here.
and then all of a sudden I feel this giant like burning sensation on my neck. So like I start screaming and like digging at it until I finally got it out. Then I don't even remember if I had gloves on. I think I was just like hit it with my hand fast enough, and it bounced away. And then I looked over, basically like this, like I'm looking at the camera. I looked over at my vehicle commander and I gave him a thumbs up, and then I went back to shooting. And then like the next day, something similar happened, and like as I'm shooting, I feel like something like bounce off my helmet, and I feel him like jump over, start like patting my neck, like slapping me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I thought I saw a shell go down again." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So for
Man,
a few
actually,
days, I had a little burn that looked like the bottom of a shell casing for like a 50 cal on the bottom of my neck. It was kind of cool, actually.
ugh. Last time I went to the range, my buddy was sighting in his new Glock. He had like a red dot sight for the Glock.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how this happened, but the shell casing from that came up and landed perfectly in my eye protection.
Oh.
I know that was scary. Like the hot shell was like right against my cheek, like right below my eye, is where it ended up landing. Like,
Yeah,
oh, 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 oh.
that's pretty common when you start. There's this While I look for my Alex. There's this concept in the military, in the infantry, called talking guns, and basically it's where you shoot. So basically, you shoot. It's like one person shoots like 3 shots, then you stop. And the next person shoots like 3 shots, and you just do that back and forth, like the guns are talking to each other. But if you're next to each other, if you happen to be on the ejection side, you kind of don't even need to listen to it because you're just going to get pelted by his shells, like every time he shoots. And it's just like a
Oh,
weird
geez,
thing you
thanks.
have to get used to. So Tristan, it was just the side of, but you could like tell it was the bottom because you know they have the like they're crimped a little, then it gets wide again where it has like the actual what is it called? The primer?
Primer?
Yeah. Where it has the actual primer. And you could see where it dipped down and then came back out. It was pretty cool. I got pictures somewhere. Remind me and I'll send it to you in a private chat, but oh no, is my lead belcher dried? Chat, are we cooked? Chat, did I make a major error? It was a neat little, like, it didn't end up scarring over, so I got burned cream, like, immediately. But, like, I went to the dock. They had like a medic truck back behind the range. So once I was done, I went over and I was like, "Hey, if you have burn cream, I'll take it." He's like, "I don't really believe in this stuff." I was like, "I don't care. My neck hurts. Give me the cream."
Give me cream. Yeah, but yes, also in reference to the previous comment by Dream Big, 76 is fun. This is my first time playing it. I actually just beat New Vegas, so I want more Fallout bonanzas.
Scott's a bit late to the party.
Well, we got sidetracked. I wanted to, I didn't want to feel like people were being ignored.
No, I meant about being late to finishing New Vegas.
Oh, yes, 100%. I don't know why it took me so long, but also like in a similar vein, I still have not yet to play Skyrim.
You haven't played Skyrim?
No,
Scott, that was a
I'm not a
big
very good nerd.
deal when we were in high school. Like
Don't remind me.
even for non-nerds, that was a very like I feel like that was a popular game. That was like everyone was talking about Skyrim when I was in high school. We were in high school at almost the exact same time.
Yeah,
Wow. Maybe you can finish it before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out someday, maybe.
maybe. Don't worry, that's gonna be by the time I die.
You realize Skyrim, you're kind of blowing my mind right now. You do realize Skyrim is now almost closer to 20 years old than 10 years old, right?
Is it really?
This year.
Huh.
It will
That's
turn
kind of wild.
15 this year. So this year it'll officially be closer to 20 years old than 10. Granted, it's the end of the year because it's November, but yeah, yeah. Skyrim will
Well,
turn
that's
20
wild.
in 2031. I remember because it was released on 11/11/11.
Actually, speaking of burns having cool scars, um, at my first job, back to the first job, I saw it coming back. When I occasionally worked on the go-karts, we had this big like covered area for the go-karts to park in, and then people would like unload and load it. And a lot of people are bad at driving, I've learned. That's kind of where I learned about people's ability behind the wheel, and that's a bad way to learn that. But so there was this one time where they came in super cockeyed and was like blocking a bunch of other people. So usually what you do is just kind of like you just pick up the back of the cart and just throw it over, right? While the person's inside of it. And it's not like you're like lifting it up a lot. You're just kind of lifting up like an inch and scooting it. Okay, so I did that once. And like the soft part, like I don't know if there's a name for it, like the opposite my elbow, like the soft part of my arm there.
Oh, the little like yeah crutch of your arm.
The the anti-weenus, if you will.
That's not. We will not.
So my
I
anti-weenus
want to forget you ever said that.
went right up against the radiator. Or the not sorry, not the radiator, the muffler went right up against the go-kart muffler. So it just branded my arm right there. That eventually went away, but that was a pretty gnarly burn. It actually also looked a little bit like my initials, so that was kind of fun.
You picked up chicks with it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, no, that was me. Uh, yep, sure did.
That's all.
Nothing gets the ladies like, I got these scars.
You know,
A
you know how
go-kart,
you want to know how I got these scars.
a rogue go-kart incident, and me being dumb.
All things considered, not the worst story.
Not the worst story. I've heard worse. My older brother is a very good storyteller, so I have a standard I need to uphold. Yeah, I guess if backtracking a little bit. I guess if there's not a remaster coming out, then it's time for me to play the DLCs because I have not played those yet either. 'Cause I only beat the main story. Was like, how could anyone side with Caesar? This guy sucks. And yeah,
What was Kirsten's live reaction to that, by the way?
but to oh no, she was aware that he was not a good person.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I think I gave ample warning. I think the thing that really took her back was Macaulay Culkin.
That does remind me, the latest episode is out now. So you get, thank you all for watching this instead of that. As our viewership just
Oh,
plummets.
Yes, I gotta go.
And they're gone. It's gone.
We've actually replaced ourselves with AI. So if you look closely, Brendan actually has a sixth finger on his right hand.
Oh, I'm sensitive about that.
Well, no, it's just because of your AI.
Nay, I can't be sensitive about it.
No,
Hast thou not heard of the Turing test? Oh, nerd of nerds.
I have, but still.
Turing test also notoriously easy to beat, and that's part of the problem. Is that you can pass the Turing test, but it doesn't actually prove anything.
Yeah, it's like the first line, right?
Yeah, because I think it's essentially, from what I remember, it's been a few years since I took my philosophy class, but it's basically like, if to pass the Turing test, all the computer has to do is to convince the person on the other side that they are not talking to a computer. That is it. And that does not mean a computer is actually intelligent in any way, shape, or form, which is part of the problem.
It just means we've moved past Microsoft Sam.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, I remember, the Turing test has a lot of people still talk about it, but it actually has a lot of issues. Actually, side note, because my brain is just a series of word associations. There is a British film that came out that I really want to see, and I'm not sure it's available in the United States yet, and I'm kind of upset about it.
What is it?
It's called I Swear, and I've been getting a lot of shorts for it. I think I showed you some of them. I think some of them popped up when we were kind of hanging out before the stream on Saturday. But it's about this guy with Tourette's, and apparently,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Like I said, I think some popped up while we were hanging out, and apparently he played a really big role in Tourette's awareness in the UK in the 90s and early 2000s. So I really want to watch it. It looks really good.
Well, perhaps we can get a sponsorship from NordVPN, and you can use NordVPN to spoof your location to the UK.
To watch it on some streaming service I definitely don't have. Someday we'll be sponsored. Maybe.
Who knows? But
anything to get us out of Scott's closet.
One day. Maybe one day we'll have a studio.
That would be the dream.
That would be the dream. That would be the dream.
That
I feel
would be...
like, well, I don't know. I would say maybe there's a smarter way we can use this space, but we're already using it as smartly as we can.
Well, kind of like we discussed previously. I think that we may be able to rotate the table if we could get a slightly smaller table. It wouldn't even really make things more useful. It'll just look better on camera, I think. But
yeah,
we need to... What we ought to do one of these days is basically do another studio day and take the table out and get kind of a rough measurement or something of it, so we can get an idea of what that would look like in a 3D space without actually getting another table.
A rough measurement of the studio?
not really rough measures in the studio because I know we have that. I just mean like, because to me seeing it on like a map, right, only does so much. I would need like I need to see it in 3-dimensional space. So like I would want to basically measure out. We could do it with like the masking tape and basically put out the size of the table and the orientation we kind of had in mind. That way you can like walk
Okay.
around it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We could probably putting it out on like a whatchamacallit would probably be a good first step anyway. But before we moved forward, I would want to at least get a feel for it in three-dimensional space.
Oh yeah. Sponsored by Halliburton.
I always forget what Halliburton does.
Actually, I'm blanking on that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm failing today, everybody.
My brain says shipping company, but I don't think that's right.
Engineering solutions for global energy needs.
Oh, hell yeah, we're sponsored by the oil lobby.
Wait a minute.
We did it, chat.
No.
We saved
We're part of the
American
problem.
energy independence.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'm on the last color for the camouflage.
Very nice,
Then
very
it,
nice.
then it is Agrax time, and then bringing the colors back up.
Very nice, very nice. Agrax time. Oh.
I think after that, all I will need to paint, after this, all I'll need to paint are the Vespids, and then do a bunch of basing.
Side note, I watched a thing, this is a while ago now, with Eons and Battles, and they're talking about like their like painting setup. They mentioned they have theirs like really high. So like I guess probably closer to shoulder height, maybe a little below it. And they have it like that. So they don't have to hunch over. Like everything is like basically eye level with them.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Right? I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. That would be
Yeah, I didn't think about
amazing.
that. Get like maybe get one of those adjustable standing desks.
Yeah, because I've got one at work, and I've done that occasionally where I put it up like real high, and it's not bad.
No, I love my standing desk at work. I'll usually stand or try to stand all day at least.
I stand, I try to stand often for at least like, 10, 15 minutes. The main thing is I don't like typing like that. I guess it's more just I'm used to it, but I don't like, yeah, I don't like standing and typing. It might also be because I can't get it to quite high enough for me for that to be fully comfortable, but it's because I'm like limited by its placement. A little bit of wood in there, but I like it. If nothing else, it's nice to have the option to like change things up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is kind of it is a game changer. It's just as Tristan is now showing, a little expensive,
It is a bit pricey.
but you have to also taking care of yourself is important.
He said, stretching and popping his back. But no, agreed.
You're gonna spend money on little plastic army people. You might as well also spend money on taking care of yourself.
Spend money on you people. Because you know what? You're our fans, and that means you're worth it.
Treat yourself.
I mean, you'd be worth it regardless. You're a human being. But
Do not follow us for financial advice, though. That is a terrible idea.
that is god awful. Now, you know what you should do? You guys should drop $4,000
Oh, no.
and start a battle report channel. It's a
Oh,
great
Jesus.
financial decision. Within a year
I-
time, you will make $0.
Buddy,
That's
you think it's only
guaranteed.
4,000?
That's just what I'm tracking for the cameras. I haven't asked about anything else.
Oh, well, there's a reason I don't buy you guys food anymore.
I mean, that's fair. That was exceptionally generous of you.
Well, you know, maybe once in a while, but adds up.
Yeah. And we appreciate you, though.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, appreciate
And
it.
also, thankfully, Tim has donated a laptop to us to upgrade our setup a bit, which
Huzzah.
you guys, well, actually, has a pretty good graphics card, so I'd actually be able to process better resolution.
Oh.
I would need to look into this, but I don't. As of right now, it shouldn't affect you guys, but it works. It affects us at least. It makes our lives a little bit easier.
Watch that just fix the mystery problem we've been having with the stream.
That would be so bizarre. I feel like if that did happen, us and United, or me and United, are just gonna be just done. We just don't know. We're confused. We're scared.
I mean, to be fair, is that really any different than where you guys are right now with that whole situation?
Not the scared part. Just confused.
You should always be scared when machine spirits are involved.
Your Perky Source is onto something.
And say Perkysaurus, you can actually. One of our viewers actually owns a gaming store, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, Scott.
Oh, it's because that came up on Saturday.
Yeah. Nerds Interactive, I believe, is his
Oh, nice.
name. He's based in Germany. Apparently, he owns a gaming store. He works another job in the morning, and then at 2 o'clock, he goes and opens up his gaming store.
Honestly, that sounds like a dream job to me. Like, I have two different retirement plans, right? Either A, I'm going to teach, either like at public school or whatever, university. B, become a museum docent. Docent? I don't know how to pronounce it. Or C, open up a game store with a bar in it.
I feel like I knew someone that was going to do that, and it didn't quite work out the way they intended.
And we've had a couple new stores open up in town lately. We've had 3 in the past year, apparently.
Really? I mean, I'll say it. Like, at least by my standards, this town has a lot of like gaming and nerd stores, which makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah.
Because this town has a lot of like young 20-year-olds with a significant amount of disposable income between, or 20 to 30-year-olds with a significant amount of disposable income for their age group between the various military installations and the various contractors that work on said military installations.
Oh.
Though also apparently one of the worst cities to date in, so make of that what you will.
I heard that report. I didn't realize it was something. I didn't realize it was something that other people had seen. Jonathan mentioned it. I was like, huh.
That tracks.
All right.
I figured John was going to see it at some point. But yeah, it
Did
was
it
on.
say why?
I mean, I didn't actually read the article. I only kind of saw the headline. I know I'm doing not.
I'm like, I wonder
Good things, but-
how we define worst.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, nobody's getting sacrificed at an altar. That'd be a pretty bad way to, pretty bad place to date, I suppose.
I don't know. I don't think we have a lot of data on dating in the Aztec Empire, so
Oh, all right.
I don't even think
Our
we can
new
blame
business
this
venture is going to be archaeology.
specifically related to dating and nothing else.
We're not weird, I swear. We're just curious, okay? This is how science happens.
He's not wrong, chat. Tristan says,
Oh, yeah.
"Wow, it really is just like Huntsville." Uh,
But with seasons.
Purgasaur
And
says, "Just
I,
don't lose at sports." I'm not 100% sure what he means.
is that in regards to the Aztecs?
Oh, yep, that makes sense. Those guys probably. I thought it was usually the winners, though.
I have no idea. Just don't do sports. How about that? Just don't do sports in the Aztec Empire.
Also, don't be a small tribal group around the Aztec Empire.
Also a bad plan for longevity.
Yep, there is a reason the Spanish were able to pull it off, and it wasn't the Spanish. It was nothing inherent to the Spanish that pulled that off. A lot of that was homegrown.
Did you know that allegedly the Aztecs had a breed of llamas? It was llamas, a breed of llamas big enough to ride into battle.
I don't think that's true. Mostly
There was some
because
reports of it, so but I'm not sure how much is actually substantiated by like
mostly because llamas
evidence.
are not native to Central America.
All right, alpacas then, whichever one it was.
I'm not sure alpacas were either. I think those are both central to the mountains of South America. And there's a pretty there's this thing called the Darien Gap that's really hard to pass through.
You're a Darien Gap.
I'm just saying, Scott, I think you're wrong. But also, I don't think there was any. There wasn't any. Oh, excuse me. There wasn't enough. There wasn't. So besides like llamas and alpacas, there wasn't
Yep, I
anything.
fucked up. I was thinking Incas.
Yeah, I don't think they could ride them. I don't
No,
think they're
that
strong
was
enough to be ridden. I don't think there was because they were the only because that was like the only area where they had large like domesticated. Um,
yep. Just that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened.
true story. I will say one of my favorite Europa Universalis 4 playthroughs was an Aztec Empire run. That was pretty fun, not gonna lie. The Spanish were not ready for me.
But yeah, there's like some unsubstantiated firsthand accounts of like battle alpacas, but
I don't know.
again, unsubstantiated.
Yeah, it's fair. I know there are some unsubstantiated. That's a fun word. There are some unsubstantiated stories of Aztecs with their obsidian weapons being able to decapitate a horse in one strike.
That's horrifying.
It is. Also, a bit unlikely. I'll put this on my brush. I don't know where I was going with it. I can go over here.
It's okay, Perky. You'll see it soon.
Nope, Perky, I refuse to acknowledge it. I don't care.
If you refuse to acknowledge what?
I don't care if he's out packing his bags.
Oh, so you are acknowledging it.
I didn't acknowledge nothing.
Sounds like you just acknowledged it.
No. Why would you give him ammunition, Scott? Why?
I don't know. That's how I get my sick kicks.
Emphasis on the sick. Also, real talk, by the way. I would absolutely love to read some like Aztec or just general New World inspired fantasy. Because there's like none of it, and I'm sad about that. It is something I would very much like to read. But
yeah,
no
American
one will make
Gods
it.
kind of does it. American Gods is like its own thing, though.
Yeah, and there's some stuff with the author that makes it a bit
Yeah, Neil
awkward.
Gaiman turned out to be a creep, so that's always fun.
Kind of shit the bed on that one.
Some real ditty stuff going on over there.
All right, he's
It's a shame because I like Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, I had some. I think there were some things there. I think he did a rewriting of Norse mythology that I thought was nice, but oh well.
That one was very well done, but oh well.
Tristan, do you want to know a weird thing about Peru? Not really about Peru specifically. More to do with my family's weird connection to Peru. Mind you, I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. I have not one, but two Peruvian in-laws.
Oh,
who both happen to be from Lima and both happen to be architects. It's
are they
weird.
the same person?
No.
Did one meet one through the other?
They've never even met each other.
Well, hell, I don't know what to tell you then. How are they pulling this off?
My sister married a Peruvian guy years ago, and then back like around 2018, I met my wife. We went on, got married.
He was a
Then
Peruvian guy, apparently.
Then her brother met a Peruvian girl. Oh, actually, that reminds me. There might be a third one. Because my other brother-in-law met a Peruvian girl in Germany. I have a lot of Peruvians in my family for no obvious reason. Like, it's so weird. I don't know why I am now connected to so many. It's weird. By all accounts, it makes no sense. All right, I need to be sure I've got this nice and clean. So I'm going to be putting the yellow on it, and yellow is nice and fickle. But anyway, Tristan, that's what reminded me. They made us some of their like hats, and they're really comfortable, but I don't know where mine is, and I'm very upset about that fact. They make really good food too. All right, business idea. We move the business to Peru.
Huh. That's an interesting one.
Just hear me out. Good idea, bad pitch.
Okay. You want to do a trade study on that for cost benefit analysis?
What if we do instead of doing a trade study, what if we did
Set Jonathan to do the site research.
We do an exchange and we send them Jonathan and we just get a random Peruvian.
Everyone that plays Warhammer, just a random Peruvian dude.
It's Warhammer. We can teach him. It's fine. It is not that difficult.
A beautiful story.
It is.
Of the goodwill of humanity towards one another through tiny plastic army men in some of the worst shit imaginable.
It's brilliant. We'll sell the movie rights. We'll win an Oscar.
And then we'll move to Peru. Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Now, see, it all comes full circle. You gotta be thinking ahead of here, Scott.
Sorry,
Also,
I'm
come
sorry.
to
I'm not playing. I'm not playing the same dimension you are, I guess.
get on my level. Also, come to think of it, the Pope is also kind of sort of Peruvian. There's a lot of Peruvians just around lately. I don't know how to put that. That sounds weird. I don't.
I'm not sure if I like the structure of that sentence. Seems that seems like there's gonna be a and after.
No, there's no buts. The Pope is technically American, but he worked mostly in Peru, from my understanding. Though he is also from Chicago, so do with that what you will. I need to put a lighter color down. Ha, Percusaurus, that one barely even worked. You need to peruse your options. Ha, you tried.
Nope, no, I feel like that one still worked.
No, no, don't. No, it doesn't.
Maybe it could use workshopping, but
Yes,
I
it needs
feel
to
like
be
it still was.
workshopped. I know what he was going
No,
for. It
no,
didn't work. It didn't work. Just say it didn't
I
work.
feel like it has good bones. Got good bones. Strong bone structure.
Now who's making weird sentences?
Are you implying that I had stopped at some point?
Does gray primer still work? I got this literally like
What was the thing that I said earlier? I don't remember the thing I
2019.
said earlier. I'm trying to remember, but
I don't know, Scott. You think I can keep up with your weird shenanigans?
the one you specifically said never to say again.
You have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Exactly.
Let's see if this still wants to come out. I think not. All right, that's fair. I bought this in like literally 2019, so that tracks. I need a light color though. Just good old Rakarth flesh. Andrew Dust.
Lord Rackerth.
Rakarth flesh is like, honestly, I love it. Like it is kind of the paint that keeps on giving. I can use it for like skin tones. I can use it for off whites. This one is drying up. That's not good.
Not to be confused with the far inferior pallid witch flesh.
Or Pallid Witch Flesh. It never really stood a chance, to be honest.
It's so bad. We here at Neuro-Heretical Wargaming are gonna finally release a political stance. And that stance is we hate Rakarth flesh.
Daring today, aren't we? Also, we don't hate Rakarth flesh. We hate Pallid Witch flesh.
Right, yep, nope, you're right. Pallid
You
witch
can't
flesh.
even do that right.
No, I can't hate correct. Actually, I feel like that's pretty good.
Also, I wouldn't go around saying I can't hate correctly. That I don't. I foresee no way in which that ends well for either of us.
Well,
All right, let's just do a quick little. Won't make it quite as bright as the gray seer, but I don't have any gray seer, so you work with what you got. You make no
yeah, shade.
bones about it. What'd you say?
What you got is shade.
Throw shade at you.
Oh, shade, it's you.
Throw shade
It's
at
a
you.
bag rack first shade because I'm almost out and I just had to pick up a new bottle.
Did you see what Tristan said? Those pallid witches be making me unwise. Oh, I love you, Tristan.
Shade Tristan. We love you. You're a good. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Right. Almost done camouflaging things.
I think. Okay. There's some things I want to put lead belcher on. Lead belcher, love it. Barely need to thin it. Generally one of the best paints that GW makes.
Don't forget about null oil.
No one else pretty good. No.
Even if it does demand to be spilled.
It thirsts for the
Craves it.
carpet. It craves the carpet. They crave that mineral. All right. Who statistically most of you were around for that meme.
Which one specifically?
They crave that mineral. The goats.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an old one. I think that was a high school meme for us.
I don't know if I ever got that one.
It might have been. It was around the time I was a junior or senior, so it might have been right
Might be more
after.
region locked, but
No, so it was on like iFunny. Back before that was an
what?
absolute cesspit. Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about old?
Dear God, why are you saying these words?
Mostly to make you feel old. It's got what
No,
plants
no, I'm not.
crave.
This doesn't make me feel old. Like I'm fine. I'm fine with getting old. What I'm not fine with is that some of these things existed to begin with.
It was fine initially. Like it was like originally it was just like memes. And then I think at some point after I stopped using it, I don't know when, but it became Diet 4chan. I don't think it ever improved. I think that's just what it is now, if it's still around.
Yeah, I've determined. So I showed the girly How's Moving Castle for the first time yesterday. She hadn't seen it before.
Really? That's actually kind of surprising knowing her.
Yeah, yeah. She's only the only Studio Ghibli movie that she's seen has been Princess Mononoke before this.
Not a bad one if you're only going to
Which
see one.
fair, fair. It's like in my top three.
Hmm.
I watched How's Moving Castle, and the main character is like, that's what I want to be when I'm old. Just sassy,
Mm-hmm.
sassy, and just sharp. One could only hope.
But Scott, you're already old.
I mean, like old, old.
I mean,
Let's see. All right, we're done with that. We're done with Yoomst.
like Scott is ignoring me.
Oh no, I didn't hear what you said. What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Hallowed Witches got what plants crave. That still gets me. This Hallowed Witches got me acting unwise. 10 out of 10, Tristan. That's a good one. That is a very good one. You win tonight,
What are
Tristan.
what are pallid witches? Is that like dark elves from old?
Maybe. I mean, it's Warhammer, so it's obviously like, I mean, it's Citadel paint, so it's based off. It's named after an actual thing. I'm just
Yeah.
not sure what the context is.
I think it's. I'm assuming it's old world. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll check while this dries real quick. I think I'm about ready to start doing layering. I need to do some other paints, but I want to get the big stuff done. Like start finishing up the little stuff. Actually, Pallid Witch. That sounds very Eldari. Okay, I see a lot of stuff for Pallid Witch flesh. Not useful. Okay. Maybe it's just. Oh, I bet it's just the witches from 40k. So that's just a. Yeah, 'cause
That's
it's just
boring.
the witch cults from Dark Eldar. So Pallid is just a descriptor for their skin tone. A pallid witch is not a specific thing. Yeah, it's Drukari.
Oh,
Yep. Tristan was
sad.
right.
Sad.
Good stuff, Scott. Good stuff.
This is the content people crave.
It's got what they crave.
Like the plants. That's what the plants crave.
Oh, third edition models. Actually, not that bad. Not as bad as the third edition Slanesh Demonettes or the whatchamacallit. something else. I can't remember my name. Oh, the Sisters
All right,
of
Wanting
Battle
Fire,
ladies.
thank you for joining us. You have a
Night,
good night, man.
night, Wanting Fire. A pleasure as always. All right. Also, thank you for the compliment. I don't know if you're still here, but you did say it was coming out nicely, and thank you. I didn't thank you properly at the time. You're generally supposed to put a wash on things before you do highlights, right, Scott?
Correct.
Should probably go ahead and do that. Let's see. Should I do known oil or let's see? I got Adrax Earthshade. I got some known oil left. I got Reichland Flush Shade. I got 2 bottles left for some reason. I have Haraberg Crimson. That could be useful. And Drakenhof and Druki Violent aren't probably good. Alright, so here's the 3 I'm kind of debating on. I have Seraphim Sepia, which is kind of a light brown. Very light brown. A Adrax Earthshade will be a darker brown. Whoop! And then Caroberg Crimson, which will be kind of a red shade. What do you think, Scott? What are you thinking? What do you
Show me the model again. I need to wait several seconds for it to show up on my side.
Yep, no rush.
Could you lay it down? So okay.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah, probably Carolberg for. I'd say mostly non-oil, but let's do Carolberg for the cloak.
All right, so basically Caroberg for the red. Known oil will obviously be a good one for all the mechanic bits. Is that? Am I going crazy, or is that on the axe come out as kind of a copper? I must got a little.
It looks kind of coppery to me. What
Yeah,
color is that supposed to be?
that was just lead belcher. I must have gotten a little the red in it. I mean, it looks good. It works. I might go with another layer just to kind of brighten it up a little bit so it's a little shinier, but that was an unintentional blend.
We're very good at this.
Also, side note, when I was trying to do the more like moody lighting for everyone at home, I have a more of a warm light instead of a bright white light. That's why there's less reflection. Also means I can't see the colors quite as well. So that's probably
that's why
good.
it's like a weird trade-off, right? Like you need to also be able to see what the hell you're doing.
I think this makes for a better viewing experience though, because it's less reflecting. I'd like it better for you guys at home.
As Brennan is under his breath, I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on.
Ah!
I'm confused, scared. I don't know what colors anything is now.
Diarrhea more often than not. Alright. Care about Crimson. Let's go. Carolberg. Whatever. That definitely makes it a very deep red for sure. I'm curious what those look like with Carolberg over. Alright, try and get those in the recesses more. As one does with shades. I think it's the first time I've actually done this. I've done a series of reds before. I think it's the first time I've used this on it. That wasn't for I think the other time I've used this was when I was doing Jonathan's Tyranids. That's why I bought this for. Also, side note, it should help a little bit because it's that red. When it goes over, if there's any places I miss with the gray sear, or miss that are the gray sear, should redden those up. And that should make it a little less visible too, which is nice. How goes your hobby, Scott?
It is going well. I am just doing a little cleanup stuff. Then I will, once this paint dries, start hitting these guys with Agrax.
Very nice, very nice.
after that, I just need to do details and basing, and then they're done. I can move on to the next thing. But I might hold off on basing until I can just do all of them in one big swoop.
Okay, you said you're doing like crew, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So right now I'm painting the actual Tau Empire support units, so stealth suits,
Okay.
pathfinders, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I have a lot of basing I need to do. Well, not a lot. There's like
I got a very nice
one
red.
20-man squad of carnivores that aren't currently based, so I need to base all of them, and I need to base all these support stuff that I'm getting painted up. So
Very
once
nice,
that's
very
done,
nice.
they're tournament ready.
I feel like basing's one of those things that's best done just like at the end when everything's done.
Yeah, the issue is with how I do my bases, I need to pop things off of bases because that requires some airbrushing and whatnot.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
which is easy with the Crute because it's the new plastic model, so you can just pop it right off.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of old metal stealth suits, which are on the old Slaughter bases.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit more difficult to remove. But I also need to like move them up to a bigger base size regardless.
That's fair.
All right, let me seal my wet palette and go get my new Agrax.
I will actually say one of the things that's really nice for like um the push fit models. One thing I really like about it is that the bases are push fit too. So they're really easy to like paint on the base and everything and then just pop off it real quick to do the basing.
Oh, that is kind of nice because you're not don't have to glue them in. Just they're just there.
Yeah. As long as make that spot with the hole either easy to push through or just leave it completely open. Super easy to do. And I appreciate that. All right. While that dries, before we get working on layering, I'm going to get some my good old handy Xandri dust. Start picking out all of these purity seals. For a Black Templar cannot be impure. Also,
That would be heresy.
and what do we always say, kids?
Burn the heretic! Burn the unclean!
Close enough.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to set you up for Fallout, but it's fine.
Oh,
It wasn't a very obvious one, but
no, you have to hang in there.
a little bit, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
Hi,
Oh,
bitty kitty.
in a mostly unrelated note, but also pop culture note, my wife and I started the new season of Bridgerton, so that's fun.
Oh, how is that?
Yeah, we've only watched the first episode, so we're still kind of feeling it out, but the first episode was pretty good. Pretty good.
I've never watched it, but
I mean, I'll be the first to admit I
maybe
mostly
one
watch
day.
it because my wife likes it, but
That's
it's
fair.
not bad for what it is. If you can't take the occasional break to enjoy a romance series, like, come on, you can like. I feel like anyone can enjoy any genre. You just got to find the one that you like. And also, just like I like picking apart writing, and any excuse to do that is always good by me. Okay, yeah, care about Christmas was a really good idea. That definitely makes it a very um, AdMech red. I'm gonna brighten it up, of course, with
Well,
Evil
yes, of
Sons
course.
and Mephiston, but I do like that very deep red. Came out very well. Good idea, Scott.
I'm chock full of them.
Every once
Just
in a
like
while.
nuts.
You chock full of them just like you're chock full of nuts?
because I have a bag of almonds, and those are dangerous around me.
Honestly, any snack food is dangerous around me because I will snack. I don't know why,
Hmm.
but I am a complete and utter like snacker. If there is snack food around me, I will have a bite or 10, whichever.
Yeah, I usually try not to keep snacks around my house too much because I know I'll do the same.
Yeah,
Just absentmindedly, oh, well, I'm passing by this bag of chips. I'm going to grab a chip. Oh, I'm passing by the bag again. Going to grab a chip. Oh, I'm passing by the bag again. Going to grab a chip.
exactly. Which really makes it amazing between the two of us that the pretzels have lasted as long as they have.
Yeah, I mean, those things are probably stale as hell at this point.
I feel like pretzels can kind of get away with it compared to other snack food.
Okay,
There's
I guess
like
that's fair. I guess that's fair.
they age better than like chips. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't get me wrong. There's still a limit, but I think they do a bit better than most. But also like agreed. Yeah, that comes out quite nicely, I think. Yeah. All right. What else do I want to get? Nope. Dang dogs.
What that dog doing?
Well, my dog's barking. That's because another dog barked outside. So now they need to let
Do
us
they?
know. Yep. I mean, honestly, how dare a dog bark in its own domicile?
The audacity of some dogs.
How dare it exist? Oh my god. Now they've started a howl. For once, it's not mostly not my dog's fault.
What are you doing? You know you're gonna start a howl.
Still need
We
to
just had
stop.
to rewatch Zootopia lately. I forgot how good that movie was.
It's good. Like,
Well,
genuinely,
okay,
it's a
I
good
didn't
movie.
forget, but it's just like
It's been
just
a
a good
while.
movie.
Just didn't think about it.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's genuinely a good movie. I definitely
Been a
recommend it.
while.
I need to watch the sequel.
Yeah, you can rent it
Is it for
on
rent?
Disney now.
I mean, it shouldn't be that much longer until it's on Disney Plus, so I'm kind of fine waiting.
April apparently.
April, couple months.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Yeah, Disney Plus is usually pretty good about getting those out pretty quickly, all things considered.
Yeah. So
And honestly, these days with how theaters are, I'm fine letting a movie take its time to get to streaming, even if it's one that I'm only going to watch on streaming. Just because I want movies to have time to be out there and be successful, and not just be rushed to streaming. So
man, speaking of being successful, have you been following this Iron Lung stuff?
kind of. I remember hearing about it before it came out, and I have heard that it is doing very well for itself.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was um, in a pretty good fight with Disney for #1 last weekend. I don't know if it
Yeah,
got
so
it, but it put up a really good fight.
for those of you not tracking, the streamer Markiplier, who's been streaming
A fellow YouTuber like
forever,
us, you may have heard of him, a small YouTuber like we are.
but using his own money, he funded and created and directed his own movie.
It
It's
is
a horror
te-
movie, which is a problem because I'm not a big fan of horror, so I'm not sure if I want to go see it. But he funded his own horror movie, and it has been a huge financial success for him.
which is good because he mortgaged his house.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a
well, did not know that.
yep. It is also an adaptation technically of a video game series.
Hmm.
Um,
That would track.
yeah,
Allegedly, he wants to do House of Leaves next.
didn't that already get a movie?
No, there's a lot of movies inspired by House of Leaves, but there's never been like an actual movie adaptation for House of Leaves because like I don't know how the hell one would adapt that to a movie. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I mean, yeah, I thought it had one. It was just it's very different because one of the things in House of Leaves is that the house is bigger on the inside than the outside, right?
So House of Leaves has like 3 different levels to it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
So
like that's just the thing that the adaptation like latched onto because it could.
right, because really what it is. So how I interpreted it from my read is that really it's about the the writer's descent into schizophrenia and like into a mental breakdown. Because allegedly he finds this manuscript for he allegedly like finds this manuscript for this guy who passed away about this house that was bigger on the inside that just kept getting bigger and bigger on the inside. And it's him trying to review this manuscript. So there's a bunch of like a lot of the stories told through footnotes
Mm-hmm.
in the actual text itself. Um, and you can see like as he's reading it and as he's like transposing this manuscript that he found, he's just like slowly and slowly losing his mind.
Mm. As one does.
Um, because like there's occasionally, which is like the scariest part, is like footnotes from the editor, like from the character's perspective, the editor, the person that edits this character's manuscript. And it's things like we've done all the research we can. This does not exist. We don't know what he's talking about. We don't know like what this is. And then like he starts hiding more and more like hidden messages in the text as these chapters go on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting read, but also like it it's I don't want to say slog, but like
And it's one
there's a
that
lot.
it invites you to stew on it a lot.
It invites you to stew on it and also cover your cube in sticky notes as you're trying to decipher what's going on.
Fair. Is that what happened to you, Scott?
Yes, because I was working overnight, 12-hour shifts, and you know what? We're a couple hours between doing things. I'll read this book. It's like, oh, I think this is a code. So I'm like, have all these sticky notes trying to crack these individual codes. So then we come back and like the person taking over for me comes back after 12 hours and like there's sticky notes everywhere of me trying to decipher this book.
Love it. Side note,
Like
Scott.
there's
For
yes.
Iron Lung, how do you feel about how claustrophobic are you?
I used to cave. Claustrophobia is not one of my fears.
Then you're probably going to be okay, because that's the main like type of fear it is. Because from my understanding, basically in the game, it's supposed to be like this person's supposed to explore this planet, and they're basically in a one-man submarine, and you can't really see outside. I think it's supposed to be in like a sea of blood or something, because horror. But the whole point is that you're like stuck in this an iron coffin essentially.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, I do.
I never put two. I forgot about that. I never put two and two together that this was like an adaptation of a video game.
Yeah, I pretty sure Markiplier played it. That is probably obvious, but all right. This guy's coming together
Yeah, I will
very
say for like
nicely.
one of the chapters from House of Leaves is that the lengths of the paragraphs are Morse code.
Oh, I know it's one of those books that you absolutely cannot listen to. Like, if there even is an audiobook adaptation, you like really shouldn't, because the
Yeah, it's
actual
like
like
absolutely useless.
it very much plays with the actual formatting of uh, of books. Lack of a better term.
Yes, 100%.
Oh,
Next time you're over, I'll show you like because it gets weird. It gets real weird real quick.
I've seen parts of it for sure. I don't know if it's one I'll read because I don't really like mind screwy books. I'd like to turn off my brain a lot in my entertainment. I'll freely admit. I mean, like
Which
I
is
like
fair. This
outside of like strategy games. I like thinking things through, but I don't necessarily like trying to solve
like
mysteries.
Hmm.
Though I guess I have been enjoying mystery stuff lately, so who knows? Maybe I'm talking to my butt.
That's always an option. It's a free country. You can talk out your butt.
Not to get topical. Anyway.
Neuro-Heretical Wargaming will not have any more political stances for the evening. We popped off with the Pallid Witch Fletch stance.
To be clear, we have two Pallid Witch Flesh stances. One, it is a terrible paint, and two, we are 100% on board with Tristan's platform of Pallid Witches be making me acting.
How my girlfriend's doing.
What a transition.
Well, you know, my own Pallid Witch.
But is there... I feel like it feels later than about 9:30 actually.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know how this happened, but
I think part of it for me at least is the room is a lot darker. So for me it just feels even later than it actually is. If I had to guess.
well, how late do you want to go?
That was actually that I was leading up to that. What are you feeling, Scott?
You want to do 9:30? Because all I'm doing now is I'm just agraxing things that I need to wait for things to dry anyway, so.
That's probably fair. Let's see, we got about a little over 10 minutes. Maybe do like 9:35. I think I can.
Yeah,
I should
that
be.
sounds good to me.
Think
I didn't
I'm.
realize what time it was when I said 9:30 specifically. I was like, oh, I thought
Yeah, let's aim for like
like 10
between.
more minutes. Like 10 more
Yeah,
minutes.
let's aim between like 9:30, 9:45, somewhere in that zone.
Yeah.
I'm in a good spot to start edge highlighting, so I want to do that. I think I want to get the gold down on the parts that need that, and then maybe wash some of the other parts, and then I think I'm good for tonight. There are some stuff I still need to do, but I also need to decide what color I want to do for those, so I'm not in a big rush there. So let's just start doing some good old-fashioned edge highlighting.
Oh, Lord.
All right, up first, we got some Mephiston Red. We have a nice medium tone between our whatchamacallit, corn red and Evil Sun Scarlet, which will be our nice bright red. One thing I like about doing edge highlightings is that you can kind of get a little shaky brush and it still comes out pretty good.
Yeah, just I mean, I guess it depends on the model.
That's true.
I've as a tile player, I've had to do a lot of edge highlights in my days. There's so many edges.
And you've had to do a lot of like straight edge highlighting. Like for me, I can
Yeah,
kind of get away with it because a lot of the time when I'm highlighting stuff, it's usually like cloth. So if the lines are uneven, that just gives them more cloth-like texture.
that is fair. That is fair.
Because it makes it just a little bit softer. And in fact, one thing you can do is you can actually kind of. I learned this when I was the GW thing for leather. One thing they kind of did was like to create a more aged leather look, just to stipple like at the corners and at stress points. So it makes it look
Oh,
like
that
it's
makes
like
sense.
worn, it's become lighter, you know? I'll do
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I'll do it super duper often with my like Templars or anything, but it's an option.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things like this is a centerpiece model. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that for this.
Yeah, like I did it for I think when I did it specifically was for my Inquisitor Eisenhorn, which hasn't been on the channel, but He's not yet.
Because Eisenhorn has legend rules right now, right?
I'm pretty sure. I think the
I think
main
it's
thing. Well, there's
I think
mixing.
it's Karamazov that doesn't have legends rules right now, but
No, he does. Because
okay, there was one that oh, I forget because there was one that had legend rules but not legends points, and then ones that had legends points but not legends rules.
eh. Um.
They might have fixed it since then, but
Yeah, maybe. I know because the Warhammer Plus one finally got rules. I thought.
yes, when the rules for that one dropped is when things got hokey because that's when they accidentally forgot the one rules and accidentally forgot the other one's points.
Yeah, 'cause was it rules for the Warhammer Plus model? Not Warhammer Plus. The store anniversary
No,
model.
no, it was Warhammer Plus. Oh,
Yeah, because there was the
yeah, no,
Warhammer. Because there was the Warhammer Store Anniversary Inquisitor 2 that came out
is
a little.
there?
Yeah, the one we have. I can't. Remember, I thought he
Oh, I
got
forgot
rules at some
about that.
point.
Okay, no, that one does not have rules.
Oh, okay. He had
That
a
one's
name.
just basic Inquisitor.
He might have had rules in ninth edition. I know they gave him a name and everything. I think he had rules in ninth edition. Actually, I'm
Yeah, I
pretty sure
know
he did.
Ozymandias, the Warhammer Plus Inquisitor, has rules.
Yeah, because they
That is,
finally. Because that one was
but
weird.
they're
Because
legend rules. So
they came with. Because he comes with like two extra models, and it was like, well, what am I supposed to do with these? And he was like, I don't know.
I think the actual thing said to use them for Inquisitorial henchmen.
I guess that makes sense. I don't love it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, but then like you're stuck with an odd amount of Inquisitorial henchmen.
That's assuming you had Inquisitorial henchmen in the first place.
Oh yeah.
So I know I've been reading the novel Void King, which is about like a rogue trader dynasty, like at the start of the
Okay.
Andromeda's Crusade. And I'm not that far. I'm like a third into it, so there's still a lot to go. But I really like it. I want more rogue trader books because like they're just interesting. Just a different way they just because how they interact with the Imperium is different, and they have so much
Hmm.
more leeway. They're because it's like one central house, and there's like other like sub houses that are like allied to it and get to benefit
Hmm.
from the warrant of trade or whatever it's called,
Hmm.
and they're all just like very characterful, and it's like, oh, I love that. And then plus the idea of just like a private army in the 40K setting is really interesting because like nothing is private in the 40K setting. So I'm
Have you
really
played the new Rogue Trader game?
the RPG.
Hmm.
I have. I also have like I'm not sure if I've quite. It's got a pretty long tutorial, relatively speaking. So I'm not
Hmm.
quite sure I've finished it yet. I intend
Because I've
to.
heard that was really good. I haven't
Yeah,
played it, but
I picked it up after the Arbiter DLC came out.
of course you did.
Well, it was on sale, like because the new DLC was out, so the base game was on sale. So I was like, all right, you guys, you can get me now. You can get me now. I did make my character a former arbiter. That is a thing that happened.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
What are you trying to say, Scott?
We know, Brent. We know. You're consistent. That's what.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But yeah, it does make me really want to build up like a little rogue trader force. The problem is like rogue trader forces in particular are really difficult if you want without having to do like you really got to do a fair. Oh, it's fine. I was flicking it. That's on me. Um, rogue trader forces, like in particular, are kind of hard to build because you need like multiple of the kill team boxes.
Yeah,
Um,
because the actual like rogue. I forget. Do the rogue traders themselves have rules right now?
yeah, so you have like I think there's 3 data sheets, which is hilarious. I think they all come from the same kill team. Let me
This
see
is
the
Euclidean Star Striders.
yes. So you have
Euclidean?
it's not Nuclean, it's like Euclidean.
Let's bring up the app.
So I'm already on the website. Where are they?
So let's see. We have
Rogue Trader, Entourage, and Voidsman at Arms is the kill
Yep.
team.
Yep, because they legends the one guy. I
Yeah.
forget his name, but the one from the Warhammer Quest
You mean this one?
with the mustache.
Whee. In the
Yeah.
pipe. Yep. I've got him. He's on my list. He's not high because, like you said, he's. But yeah, I want to say, I think the Rogue Trader itself might be a data sheet, but it could also just be tied in with their entourage. Might be just like
Yeah,
Rogue Trader
I was
entourage.
looking. It's just tied in with the entourage.
Okay, but so here's the thing: if you want to run like max Rogue Traders, you have to buy. Because I don't think Voidsmen are battle. They're not battle lines. So that's good. But you have to buy 3 of these boxes because you get the Rogue Trader and Entourage, and you also get a 5-man Voidsman at Arm, which is a separate data sheet. And the Voidsmen at Arms are only available in this box. So
Yep,
if you don't
they sure
intend,
are.
if you don't intend to run 3 Rogue Traders in addition to the 3 Voidsmen at Arms, you just have a lot of like Rogue Traders. It's just
Can you even run them in 10-mans, or are they only 5-man?
I don't know. You have the thing open.
Well, I closed it so I can do more stuff, but okay.
I can pull it up if
Yep.
you're not.
Nope. Nope. It is 5-man.
Yeah,
6-man, technically, because they have a dog.
yeah, and that's the other thing is that makes it a little hard to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not kit bash, but kit bash
Right.
slash proxy. Because one, you have to find the dog because he's an actual model. He's not just a token. You have to have they have a fixed loadout, so you have to find a good proxy for like the Gatling gun. Like, there's like so many other things that make it a bit of a pain. Because I've thought about like, oh, what if I just buy some of the like the death fodder that I have for my penal legionnaires? You know, what if I bought another box of that, and because you can like use them with like regular helmets, and you paint them green, like oh, that would look like ship crew, but they don't have a proxy for the Gatling gun. It's just like like, can we just get a few more semi-unique things, GW? That's all I ask. Just give me a Voidsman at Arm box. And some people were like, oh, you can use the. Give me a second here. You can use the Solar Auxilia kit, which I don't fully disagree with. I think it would make a good one. However, they are very heavily armored. And if I was going to run them, I would run it alongside my Navy Breachers. Compared to the Navy Breachers, the Solar Auxilia look more heavily armored, which feels weird. That's supposed to be like the ship crew just taking up arms is better armed than the crew or than the unit that is specifically designed to do that.
They do have they do have the same save though.
They do. It's purely an aesthetic like visual thing.
Hmm.
It just doesn't make sense to me that the mostly regular crew that are just like, you know, like I said, kind of picking up arms and a bit more armed than most looks better like supplied than the crew that's supposed to be like that specifically. You know what I mean?
Okay, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
Actually, I need to do this in a different color. That's not going to work.
All right. Well, I've done all my washes and I'm waiting for things to dry now.
They dry now?
Slowly. If only they dried as fast as my wet palette does.
Mood. Well, they dry as fast as my paints. I've actually gotten a lot out of this lead belcher. I can't even complain. Looking at it. I should have gotten a little paper towel so I could, because this has gotten pretty red over time, which is why my belcher became a little more coppery than I was fully intending, but that's fine. It mixes well with everything over here, so. Okay. Steady hands.
All right. That's the last of that Agrax.
All right, people. Painting islands is on Space Marines. A little dab
Careful,
here.
SpongeBob.
And
Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob.
there we go. The trick is to
Careful,
put it
SpongeBob.
in the corner and just very slowly pull it towards you. These silver actually, so we're just gonna go
Hold
over
on.
there.
Am I out of null oil?
No.
No.
Is that legal?
There's no way. Oh, not here. It's. Oh, no. I might be out of null oil.
Also patented. I'm just gonna do those in the belcher actually. I was debating it, but they look good in silver.
Buns. I'm out. Well, hold on. Let me just check under here real quick.
Tristan does mention that he started Rogue Trader, but didn't get too far, which is fair. It is a very big game. Like genuinely, like the tutorial takes a long. The tutorial is multiple hours. I think you could probably get it in an
Crap.
hour, but it's taking me
I'm out of
multiple hours.
null oil, everybody.
How'd you manage
All right.
that?
I don't know. I knew I was running out of Agrax, so I picked up more Agrax. I didn't realize I was running out of null oil.
No,
I've just been using more Agrax lately for
who's
things.
got no oil on their face now, Scott?
Not me, because I don't have any to put on my face.
Tristan
Alright, guess I'll
mentions
go.
that the
Wow.
warrant of trade is actually way bigger than you think it is. And Scott, I need you to look up how big the warrant of trade is in the Rogue Trader video game.
I'm assuming it takes up like a building.
It is hilariously massive. Tristan is entirely correct when he says it is way bigger than one would expect.
Oh my god, it takes. Oh geez, it keeps going. It's rolled up.
Yeah, it is effectively multiple levels of a starship, an Imperial starship, mind you.
Which are also already egregiously large.
Quite egregiously large. It is rather hilarious, not even gonna lie. I will say, if you're into isometric RPGs, it's honestly a pretty good way to start to get into 40k. Because it does a pretty good job of explaining it. And you just have a very, like I said, Rogue Traders are second only to like Inquisitors in the amount of freedom they have. Not only do they actually have more freedom than Inquisitors. Inquisitor can do anything, but they're still like bound by the norms of the Imperium. While the
right, and they also have to constantly like worry about not getting inquisitored.
yeah, like they're like
By another
constantly
Inquisitor.
watched. They're like the definition of peer pressure. Like,
Don't give in to peer pressure. Become a rogue trader.
yeah, Rogue Traders can do basically whatever they want. I mean, they still have like, there's still limits and everything, but they can really push those limits. I mean, like even in the Rogue Trader RPG, you can recruit Xenos crewmen. There's this concept in the military called like do what your rank can get away with, and that's basically what the Rogue Traders like live and thrive on.
They just take that as life motto.
Yep. Mm-hmm. How rich and well off is my Rogue Trader family? Brilliant. I think I can pull this off.
Oh, we got Eldar wifey money. All right. All right. Well, I think I'm at a good place to stop.
Okay. I'm doing some final things. I want to do a quick no-oil wash. I can probably call it two. There's a couple little things I still need to do, but I'm in a good. Overall, I'm in a good stopping point. Well, let's see. Let's get my known oil out. My known oil is also quite old. Ooh, is it looking goopy? Maybe. Oh god, the lid was partly open.
Oh god.
Oh crap.
Nobody panic. Picnic. Everybody picnic.
Oh, got little bits of known oil all over me. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Well, that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, I hope you guys got some good use out of this. I always appreciate this because I get so much done during this, and I'm trying to get these things ready for tournament season. So I'm almost there. Need detail. Well, I just need to lighten this guy up, do some details, and get my Vespid done. I guess the question is, do I want to paint my regular Vespid to be tournament ready? Or do I want to paint my human auxiliary Vespid to be tournament ready? If the latter, I feel dumb because that means I should have been painting those with these guys because they would also have to be camouflaged then.
Hello.
Oopsie poopsies. Hello. Philosophical question.
I have my
Do we
doubts, but
think
go on.
I should, for the tournament, paint the regular Vespid or my GUI Vase Vespid?
I would vote regular Vespid.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, especially because they're so much taller now.
They are very much bigger, and I mean, like, I'll freely admit I do like the actual Vespid a little bit more than. It's not a huge fan of the. Don't get me wrong, your Kit Bash is good, and I mean this is a knock on the Kit Bash or anything. I'm just not a huge fan of the. What were they called?
Elysians?
The Elysian Drop Troop sculpt. Yeah, that's just a personal thing. I'm a huge fan of them. They're not bad or anything. I'm just not. They don't jim my jams. They don't flim my flams.
That's fair. They're also like very weirdly skinny.
Yeah, even like for the scale at the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Your conversions do look like good. I don't want to. I'm not knocking that at all.
Oh no,
I'll
I'm
be,
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
maybe I'll be very
Okay.
clear on that fact. Okay, so this level isn't actually that bad, but a fair number of drops did kind of like go everywhere. But they're also pretty thick, so I don't think they're gonna make too big a mess. I didn't see any obvious ones on the ground or anything, so that's good. I should do little side by side pics actually of this and the other. I think I do need to get more new. Can't quite tell. It's kind of working. Maybe a little water will help thin it down a little more. It's definitely a bit goopy.
Oopy goopy.
You messing with my crew? Oopy goopy. I can't remember the rest of it.
Larry.
What did Larry
I
do?
just remember Larry. From the voice that brought you Pinar Sniper Guy.
But
It's the same like text to voice as they use for the Pinar Sniper Guy.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, on that bombshell,
I'm almost done, Scott, I swear.
don't believe you. Why are you lying?
I mean, the model's not almost done, but I'm almost done for the night. That's one, like I said, I want to get. Oh, I got a little. I got known oil on my yellow. I got yellow on my known oil.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shucks.
Do people even understand that reference anymore?
Isn't that from Family Guy? Well, okay, I know it's at least referenced in Family Guy. I'm not sure if that's the source material.
And it's referenced a lot. It's actually just an old Reese's commercial.
Oh, okay. I guess it is reference about Reese's in Family Guy.
Yeah, so like you got peanut butter on my chocolate, you got chocolate on my peanut butter, and thus the
And then
Reese's cup was born.
Officer Reese's just domes them.
Can't remember if that was from, if that specific skit was Family Guy or American Dad. I think it was Family Guy. I think
I
what I'm
think I
thinking of.
think that one was Family Guy.
Yeah, I think there's just a similar one regarding the golden poo in American Dad. Which now that I've said it out loud, I'm not sure you are familiar with.
Correct. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
When you get the chance, look up the Golden Poo Saga on YouTube, and you'll get it.
I don't know if I will. I don't know.
No,
I'm scared.
it's a whole thing. I think you would find it funny. How do you feel about Roger?
I guess I generally like Roger.
Then you will like the Golden Poo Saga because it is literally his poo, and it's something. It's funny. I think it's funny. All right, I am done for tonight. And let me just wash off this brush and we'll hold this up. And ta-da! This is our painted techmarine for the evening. He's still got some stuff to go. Obviously, basing. Then he kind of do his Mechanicus symbols. He's got a couple here. But for the most part, he's kind of getting done. He needs a little more edge
Yeah, he's looking
highlight.
good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how he came out. Do a little side-by-side picture with him and the other one to kind of show off the difference over time. But yes, Scott, would you like to tell the people at home what we've got going on this week?
But coming up this weekend is Superb Owl, or the Super Bowl for others. And to celebrate, we are going to be playing Blood Bowl. As of right now, it looks like that Blood Bowl stream will be on Sunday itself. We are just finalizing the participants for that. But yep, so no 40K stream this weekend. We will have a Blood Bowl stream, which will be fun. And then in 1 week from today, we will have our usual Tuesday adventure of painting.
Yes, we will be here next week painting and or modeling or just doing something to enjoy the hobby. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something a little out of the ordinary and talk about something. But yeah. And then of course later this month we will officially hit our 1 year anniversary live streaming on YouTube for our 40K streams. So be on the lookout for news related to that. That came out so good. All right. Well, anyway, Scott, do you have anything else to say to the people?
Sheboygan.
Okay. The good news is we didn't lose Scott. That's what I was afraid of. The bad news is we didn't lose Scott, and I was afraid of that.
The bad news is you've lost Scott, but in a different way.
Good news is he didn't multiply this time, and that counts for something.
Thank God for that.
Also, other Scott, if you're out there, we don't mean it. It was a joke.
The Council of Scots has heard. We will let you know.
You guys didn't want a government, so you got together and made a government. Anyway, thank you all so much for showing up tonight. As always, it means a lot. This definitely has helped improve, at very least, my hobbying. Scott, has it improved yours? Have you gotten more done?
I would say so.
All right. Scott, are you ready to go hell
yeah.
dive with Tristan?
I'm ready to go drive a Tonk in Helldivers.
All right, that's fair. Again, thank you guys so much. It's been awesome. See you next week. Bye.
All right. See you, everybody. Bye.